Welcome to the Grizzled Geek and Review for May 3rd, 2018. I'm Mike.
I'm Doug.
And we're here with all your nerd news for the week.
Yeah.
Post Avengers Infinity War, and of course, it's still our #1 story.
And amazingly, it's not the only story. So
it is
you
not
would think
the only
it would
story,
be, but yeah.
Well,
other things are happening in nerddom.
There is. There's a lot of cool stuff. In fact, there was more stuff that I could fit in for this week's show.
Oh, all right.
So
cool.
All right. So, Avengers Infinity War opened last week, record-breaking.
It beat both of our estimates.
It beat
255.
both of our estimates. It opened to $258 million, making it the #1 domestic open of all time.
Yep.
And the crazy thing is, in its second week, it's estimated to make $125 million its second weekend run.
Nice.
I mean, over $100 million in its second week. That's pretty crazy.
Right. Yeah.
Worldwide, it opened for $648 million. That's
Nice.
pretty crazy. That's without China.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
no
hasn't
China.
opened in China yet. So
No China. So and the last Avengers did very well in China.
yeah,
So
it's going to be pretty big.
Yeah.
Currently, it's sitting at over $850 million, and the big thing about that is it's expected to hit $1 billion by Saturday, which will make it the fastest to that, beating The Force Awakens, which took 12 days to hit $1 billion. The fastest to hit $1 billion.
Wow.
I'm like, it is
$1 billion.
$1 billion. Yeah.
9 zeros.
That is pretty crazy. The fastest one to hit $1 billion. Talk about how many billion-dollar movies Marvel has. This one made it in 2 weeks. Yeah,
Well,
on the second week.
Yeah, in its second weekend.
Second weekend, they hit $1 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but with all that being said, was not #1 in all territories. Believe it or not, there was a place where it didn't make the #1 list, and that was Japan.
That's all right. They don't have any taste. No, I'm just kidding.
Japan. I don't know what's going on with you, but
Anime always trumps anything else.
I guess it debuted at #2 behind the anime film Detective Conan: Zero the Enforcer. Have no idea. That's not one that Kirsten made us watch yet. So,
Well, it's new apparently. It's just in theaters.
it's new. So apparently, this animated movie was better than Avengers Infinity War. So
had more hype.
had more hype, I guess.
Maybe showed on more screens. Who knows?
There you go, Japan. Congratulations.
You're in the record book.
You're in the record book. The only place Avengers didn't open #1. All right.
All right. Still in Marvel news. Finally, Black Widow movie is in development.
Yes.
So Marvel says they're committed to hiring a female director, and apparently they've already met with over 65 directors to try and find that female
That is a crazy
director.
number of directors. I didn't know there were 65 female directors out there.
I didn't either. Well, and I wonder if they're not all female. Like maybe they went through a bunch of directors and then they're like, you know what? After we've done this, we should find a female director.
Yeah, because Marvel's all about getting the best director or the right director for the project.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And they've done amazingly well marrying directors with projects.
Right. Yeah. So it makes you wonder what kind of feel they're going to go for.
Yeah.
I mean, you would think like the Russos with the Civil War, or not the Civil War, the Winter Soldier feel would be right, but who knows? Maybe they're gonna.
I'm hoping for a buddy flick with Hawkeye. I'm hoping for a flashback.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, yeah. Although then you run the danger of her not being a female superhero movie.
Well, you look at like Captain America movies, right? The Captain America movies are clearly Captain America movies,
right?
Yet they have all these other
true
characters
enough.
in
Yeah,
there.
true enough.
I mean, if you get the right tone, the right story, you can make it distinctively Black Widow's movie,
right? Yeah.
And just have him as a side character.
Yeah,
you know,
it'd be interesting to see
the token man.
The token man. Yeah.
All right. I mean, that seems like they're committed to this. With 65 directors they're meeting with, they want.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're committed to getting the right person.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, moving on over to DC. DC has announced its streaming service that we knew was coming. DC Universe. So Disney and DC are going to have their own. This one's specifically just DC stuff.
Yeah, that's where I think they're in trouble.
Yeah, well,
I don't know that they're going to have strong enough brand.
Yeah, they're not going to have enough content. They're going to have strong content because I want to see at least 2 of these shows that they've announced. So along with the announcement that it's called DC Universe, they revealed the logos for the first 3 series along with that announcement: Titans, Young Justice Outsiders, and Harley Quinn. So I had no idea Harley Quinn was a thing. I don't know if that's animated or live action. I know Titans live action. Young Justice is a continuation of the Young Justice art animation.
Okay.
And then the next day, the big announcement for me anyway, they revealed they're doing a live action Swamp Thing series on the streaming service, which is, if they get my money, which right now I don't think they're going to, but if they do, it's going to be because of this, the Swamp Thing series.
Yeah.
And James Wan is an executive producer on it.
Okay.
So with his horror roots,
right?
And I mean, we haven't seen Aquaman yet, but I mean, if Aquaman's good,
yeah,
I'm excited about that.
I have real hopes for Aquaman.
Yeah, I like Jason Momoa and I like James Wan.
Yeah.
So hopefully, but I mean, again, 4 shows. Are you going to pay? How much are they going to charge a month for 4 shows?
I mean, if this had been a Warner streaming service, Warner's got a lot of stuff they could put into a streaming service.
Yeah.
But a strictly DC, I don't think the DC universe has strong enough mass appeal. Where it's got great stuff. I love the DC universe, but it is a comic nerd's comic universe. You can't be a casual fan of DC, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You've got to be hardcore comic fan to get into DC's stuff. So I don't know how a streaming service is going to cater to that and bring in a wider audience with the kind of obscure characters you're going to have to tap into to get to there. So
they don't have. I mean, Harley Quinn's got appeal. Titans, everyone's excited about Titans.
Yeah,
it'll get a lot of.
I mean, they're starting with strong stuff.
Right. We will see. How, I mean, like I said, I believe they're going to get a bunch of subscriptions right off the bat. Everyone wants to see Titans. Everyone's going to want to see, Swamp Thing and that. But after the Titan run is over, right?
Well, here's the thing: are they going to be able to have the rights to put all of their animated stuff on there?
Yeah.
Because they have a strong animated library. But if they can't do that because it's tied up with Netflix or whoever else, I don't care how cool Titans or Swamp Thing or something like that looks like. It's a streaming service. I wouldn't subscribe to it until there's more content built up that I can go and binge stuff.
Depending on what it is. I mean,
binge lots of stuff.
If it's like $1 a show or $4 a month, I might do that just to binge.
Yeah.
But they'll probably do like Hulu where they only put them out little bit by little bit,
Yeah.
one episode a week or something like that.
Yeah, if it's like that, I can't. There's going to be a holdback, I think.
Yeah,
people will hold back and wait until a whole series is out, until there's lots of stuff to watch before they. Yeah, you don't.
And then binge it.
Yeah. Yep. So we'll see. There's
got some cool stuff on here. That Swamp Thing series sounds amazing.
I mean,
I read the synopsis of it, and it's just right out of the comics. So.
Yep.
And if it's got that horror feel, if James Wan could bring that horror feel to it, that would be amazing. But I'm not paying for $15 a month.
Yeah,
to get it. So.
Yeah, we'll see. The pricing will be a big deal too. Yeah. All right, Paramount and Hasbro, I guess combined, have the Allsparks Pictures.
Yeah.
Announce a new G.I. Joe movie. It's going to be called G.I. Joe Retaliation, which was originally thought it was going to be a reboot, but now they're saying, no, we want to bring The Rock back as Roadblock.
That's the smartest thing they've done in this.
Well, yeah. It's the only thing you're going to do to keep that G.I. Joe mass appeal. And then have a story about Roadblock bringing a new team together, which begs the question, will they keep the people they introduced in the last G.I. Joe movie? Because they had I thought, a solid cast.
Yeah, but they killed them all. Well, they killed off all the original Joes.
Well, yeah, I mean, the new people they brought in.
Yeah.
I don't even remember who all they brought in.
They brought in, like, CoverGirl.
Yeah, I think that's who she was supposed to be, CoverGirl, and not Falcon.
Well, they had Snake Eyes. If they don't have Snake Eyes.
I mean, even if you recast him, you've got to have a Snake Eyes in there. But yeah, anyways, the characters they're talking about having are Tomax and Zaymont as the antagonists. Diana Janik, I'm not sure who that is, from the October Guard.
Yeah, remember the October Guard?
Barely.
It was like the
Russian version of G.I. Joe.
Yeah, so she was one of them. All these characters were in the comics.
Right, yeah. You got Wild Bill, Barbecue, General Flags, meaning, hey, are they going to bring back, because that was Bruce Willis played General Flag, right?
No, he played the original G.I. Joe.
Yeah, that's right. He played Joe. That's okay.
Actually, who was it that played Flag?
He was in the first movie.
Yeah, the first movie, it was Dennis Quaid.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
see if you can bring him back.
Bring Dennis Quaid back too, yeah.
Then you got
If it's not going to be a reboot, you got to bring these characters back.
Yes, correct. Doc and Keelhaul were the other ones. So Keelhaul means you might have a possible USS Flag.
Yeah, sweet.
Wait, why Keelhaul instead of Shipwreck? Come on!
Yeah, I know.
Or was Shipwreck in the original one and got killed off and all that? I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't remember him. I think I remember that. There's a lot of original ones, though. There, Wild Bill, Barbecue, Doc.
Yeah.
Those are all like original first-gen G.I. Joes. So.
Yeah. Was Barbecue? I thought he was second.
He was the fireman.
Yeah. Was he the fireman or the flamethrower guy?
He was, he had a flamethrower, but he wasn't. He had an axe, too. He was the fireman guy.
Yeah.
He was one of the few I had. So I know who Barbecue is, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. And again, this is part of that shared universe they're creating with Micronauts, ROM, the Space Knight, and Mask, which ROM is an interesting one to...
That is a weird one to
because
fit in
I don't think ROM was ever on Earth. It's all in space.
Yeah,
I don't... And ROM was primarily a Marvel comic.
Although a Mask G.I. Joe team up would be pretty cool.
Yeah, and even Micronauts, Micronauts were in an alternate dimension, so they can be wherever, kind of thing. So,
if they do combine these, this will be just like playing in your backyard with all the different toys, mixing them together.
True enough, yeah.
I'm a little sad that Cobra Commander won't be in this. If Zaymot, well, he has to be. I mean, I don't know. Got to mention him.
Who knows?
At least.
Yeah.
I like Tomax and Zaymot. I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of excited about this movie for some reason.
If they can pull it together and make it a reboot and bring these characters, who played Cover Girl? Was the girl from that was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., right?
Yeah, she was Mockingbird. What is her name?
I can't remember the actress's name, but she was awesome.
Polaki or something like that. I forget her name. I can't pronounce her last name, but
she was awesome as Cover Girl. I'd love to see her come back as Cover Girl. So if they can bring those people back, then I will be more enthused.
Even if they're in the background and these new characters are what they focus the story on,
right?
Cause that makes sense because that's what G.I. Joe cartoons were. They, the G.I. Joe headquarters, and you could see like a bunch of guys in the background or whatever.
Right, and then it's like whoever we want to sell toys on is now they're the main person of the story.
Exactly.
So, all right.
So
moving on.
Cautiously optimistic.
Yes.
All right, so that's it for our main stories. Now on to our Geek Bites, our Nerd Nuggets, our tiny stories. And the first one up is Fox made Ryan Reynolds take a joke about Disney out of Deadpool 2. So
I wonder what it was because they were able to keep Thanos in there. The reference to Josh Brolin.
I mean, if you
Thanos.
look at the first one and some of the trailers for this one, you're like, well, how bad could it have been to make them take it out? Like, look, we're trying to do a deal with these guys. Don't.
And here's the thing: I don't think anybody, at least in Marvel, I don't know, maybe Disney proper, but nobody in Marvel was going to care if they made a joke about Disney. But
I think that might be the issue. I think they don't have a problem with them poking fun at Marvel, but Disney has an image they want to keep, so if they don't want to associate them with the raunchy Deadpool stuff, maybe I don't know. Yeah, but
anyways,
it's interesting.
I am really excited to see this movie. So. And I did see, I saw a preview for this next one. Jimmy Kimmel is voicing Batman in Teen Titans Go movie. I watched a preview for it, and I'm actually excited to see this. It looks hilarious.
Yeah. Okay, my big problem with Teen Titans Go is not that it's not funny. It's that it replaced Teen Titans, which was a really good animated series. Yeah. And they made it more goofy. So that's my only problem with it. But yeah, I will probably see this because one, I mean, it looks hilarious.
It does, yeah.
And it has Nicolas Cage as Superman, which I got to support.
The preview looked pretty awesome, so I'm looking forward to that.
All right, so Chris Pratt kind of let slip that Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is shooting next year.
I mean, how's that let slip?
Everyone's saying it's a big surprise because it was.
Everyone knew that it was coming. James Gunn has talked about it.
The big thing was like he was Palm Clemente's birthday, Mantis' birthday, and he like sent her a tweet saying, "I can't wait to look forward to working with you next year when we start shooting Guardians of the Galaxy 3." So like that means they're not dead. I'm like, of course they're not dead.
Yeah.
I'm like, they're not.
Now the big reveal there is that Mantis makes it through, which you kind of knew she had to because you just got her introduced.
Yes.
But
I don't think it's a big. If you're surprised by that, then you're not paying attention.
Yeah. Yeah, because James Gunn's already said there's going to be a Guardians 3.
We know there's a Spider-Man movie out there, too.
Yeah.
And if you think they're going to keep Black Panther dead, then you're crazy.
Yeah. The $1 billion boy.
That was spoilers. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, spoilers. If you haven't seen it. According to these numbers, you've seen this movie.
Yeah. If you're in our audience and you're watching this, you've seen this movie. So, all right. Solo, a Star Wars story, is tracking to open to impressive $170 million. That's good news.
That's bigger than Rogue One.
Yeah, bigger than Rogue One, which was 155, and it kind of quashes those worries that this wasn't going to resonate. I think the last two trailers kind of pulled people in, and okay, this is looking more and more like a Star Wars. There was so much nostalgia
stuff that was like,
yeah, well, and
feel. It feels like a Star Wars movie.
And I'm actually coming along with the guy playing Solo. He's growing on me. I think I'm going to be okay with that.
Yeah.
Everybody else in the movie I was already sold on. He's coming along too.
Yes.
I like his interactions with Chewie is the big thing.
Yeah,
those look really good.
That relationship has to work, and the Lando relationship has to work. And those two work, then you can look past it because he's not. No one is Harrison Ford. No one's going to be Harrison Ford.
Yeah, you just kind of have to let that go and go. Yeah. We're not trying to recast Harrison Ford in this role. We just need somebody who can live up to that legacy. So, anyways.
All right, if you're a fan of the Power Rangers movie, the Saving Power Rangers movie from last year, you might be in luck. Power Rangers was bought by Hasbro, so maybe a part of this whole Hasbro All-Spark universe. Could throw Power Rangers into the mix.
Power Rangers have Power Rangers and Transformers going head to head.
Yeah, that would be
teaming up.
Pretty crazy. So they're bought by Hasbro for $230 million in cash and $270 million in common stock. That's a big amount for kind of, well, I don't want to say that is a dead franchise, but one that's not.
Well, that's funny. I was thinking that seems kind of low for something that high profile.
Well, that's true. But
who knows?
It was such a deal. They not only got Power Rangers, but they got other stuff like My Pet Monster, Popples, Julius Jr., Luna Petunia, and Treehouse Detectives, of which I've heard of My Pet Monster and Popples.
I don't know any of those. So
they're all toys. So they got all these toy rights, but they, like I said, they have All-Spark Pictures, so they could throw Power Rangers into the mix now that they own it. So who knows? If you're, it's not dead, folks. They didn't pay that much money to not do anything with Power Rangers.
Right. Yeah. Definitely. So. Something's gonna happen with it.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry about the sniffling and stuff. Allergies are killing me.
Allergies are crazy.
Yeah. So, all right. New Ant-Man and the Wasp trailer. So this movie's looking good. I can't wait to see this. I mean, I say that about every Marvel movie pretty much. But I never thought I would say that about Ant-Man, though.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of Ant-Man in the comics. I'm not a fan of Hank Pym in the comics. I don't really know the Scott Lang Ant-Man that well. But I love the first movie. I loved his appearance in Civil War, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the Wasp.
They have a lot of. They have a lot of stuff from the comics, like that whole agency with his crew or whatever. That's straight out of the comics. They got. We got Lawrence Fishburne as Goliath in this trailer.
Ooh.
Yeah, not as Goliath, but
right.
Yeah, from the Goliath Project.
Okay.
And they're comparing sizes, how big they've gotten.
Nice.
Yes. So that kind of humor. This is the kind of we need this after Infinity War.
Yeah, it's true.
This is the breather.
Cleanser, palate cleanser.
Palate cleanser. You definitely need this after that. So, all right. Now we have a big Masters of the Universe movie update. So
why wasn't this in the main story?
I don't know why this was in the main story because I found it later on after I finished.
Oh, okay. All right. Got it. Because this is a lot of info.
This is a lot of information. Yeah. Now, we mentioned, Masters of the Universe are making a movie. They've been making a movie since '89 when the last one came out. But it's got a lot of traction. Not only do we have directors, not only we saw some pre-production stuff on it, but there is a lot of information that just dropped about it, including the plot, which I'll read the elevator pitch right now. Now, there are some changes to canon, so if you're a He-Man purist, some of this might upset you. But the plot is... King Randor will be present as the Great Warrior King of Eternia, descendant of the Grayskulls, and the father of 2 sons, Adam and Keldor. So they're making Skeletor and He-Man brothers in this.
Yeah.
As the film begins, Keldor is the chosen heir to the throne, and his brother Adam is young, unfit, and a bit of a black sheep. Where Adam's relationship with his father is strained, Keldor is the epitome of perfect son, beloved by his father, until the fate of Eternia was put on the line with the kingdom on the line. Randor puts his people first, betraying Keldor, inciting a series of events that leads to him becoming the iconic Skeletor. So this sounds kind of like a prequel, and kind of like how he becomes a story of how Keldor becomes Skeletor. Now, they did a list of characters that are in the movie, and some of them are slightly different, but they all look right. Like Duncan, Man-at-Arms, of course. You got to have Man-at-Arms in a Master Universe movie. Zodak, which
was the bird guy, right?
No, not Stratos.
Oh, that's Stratos. Okay.
Zodak was, he was kind of like I don't know, he was strange. He was kind of a mystic character. He was kind of like a keeper of Grayskull when the figure first came out. He was kind of like a weird,
okay,
he had like a red helmet or whatever. Anyway, in this one, he's going to be like a mentor for He-Man, like his trainer. Tila, of course, you got to have Tila.
Yep.
Orko is going to be in it, but he's going to be a little bit different. He's not going to be the floating, you can't see his face guy. He's supposed to be a small wizard with self-doubt.
Oh, yeah.
So they're going to, I can see that. Stratos, who's the Birdman.
Oh, okay, there you
go.
Yeah.
Beastman, but Beastman is going to be changed. He's going to be a shapeshifter that can turn into different kinds of animals. So we'll see.
Right.
Evil Lyn is about the same as Evil Lyn we expect, and Trapjaw, who I was saying they got to have Trapjaw if they're going to do a movie. I want to see a live action Trapjaw. That's could be scary and cool, and if they do it right, that could be really awesome.
So that plot that they've given us has to be like the first 40 minutes of the movie, because if you don't transition it that quick, how do you How do you
There's no mention of the Sword of Power or turning into He-Man, but I'm sure that, obviously that has to happen at some point. So there's going to be, obviously it's him transforming into Skeletor and He-Man, or Adam transforming into He-Man, I guess.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I'm excited about this. This is all this talk about it, and now I got the plot, even though they've changed some stuff.
Well, that's the interesting thing is, if I remember correctly, in the cartoon, the king never knew that Adam became He-Man, right?
Right. Well, the king was from Earth, wasn't he? Didn't he crash land, or his mother? Either his mother, either the king or the queen was from Earth.
I don't remember. All I remember is that he would have to like sneak off to turn into He-Man.
Yeah.
Because they didn't know.
Knew. Yeah.
They didn't know he was He-Man. He just was this like kind of hugely muscular, but
well, you look kind of like He-Man. You're kind of a wimp.
Yeah.
With muscles like that. All right, but yeah, there you have it, man. Masters of the Universe update.
Nice.
I'm super excited about Masters of the Universe. We've done it. Doesn't hold up.
Yeah, we did. Doesn't hold up.
Yeah.
With the old one. Which is fun, hey, whatever.
Yeah.
All
right, Doug.
All right.
Where have you been? Yeah, we missed you last week.
Yeah, last week I was in Disneyland. I was at the Disneyland Resort. So I've been, 4 days in both parks. Man, if you haven't been in a while, there's a lot of cool stuff going on. The Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout ride it's the bomb. It is the best ride going right now. For those of you in the know, it replaced Tower of Terror, and a lot of people were upset about that because Tower of Terror was a super popular ride. And I love Tower of Terror, but this one is amazing. It just takes that same ride concept and elevates it with the music from the movies, with just the idea kind of taken from Star Tours of different scenes throughout the movie that can be interchanged so that you have a slightly different experience each time with different music, different vibe, different things. And it's the actual Guardians. They're, Chris Pratt and Zoe Saldana and all of them are acting in the ride. So you get little scenes with all them. So that's amazing. Definitely check that out. Pixar Fest is going on right now, so there's lots of Pixar things. They're changing the whole Paradise Pier into Pixar Pier, so the California Screamin' is going to become the Incredicoaster. They're probably going to add in a ride based on the Inside Out property, And then they're getting rid of Bugs Land, and it's going to become Marvel Land. So there'll be more presence of Marvel in the California Adventure Park. And then Disney. Right now, if you go and ride Star Tours, it is all Last Jedi, Force Awakens stuff. It's you go to Jakku and you go to the new planet, which I'm forgetting the name of right now.
With the red dust?
With the red dust, yeah. You actually participate in that battle where their speeders are going out to take on the stupidly big frickin' AT-ATs, or whatever they're called now.
The monkey arm AT-ATs?
Monkey arm AT-ATs that make no sense, but yeah.
So how many times did you go on the Guardians of the Galaxy ride?
Probably 12 times. in those 4 days, there wasn't a day I didn't do it at least 3 days. So probably more like 15 or 16 times.
You got to fast pass that stuff, right?
Well, they've got something new called Max Pass, which you buy through the app, and you do everything in the app. The My Disney Experience app. Well, it's different for Disneyland, but it's essentially the same thing. So you can link your tickets, and then whoever's in your party, you just go, let's get a fast pass. And you can get a fast pass for anywhere. You don't have to physically walk up and insert your tickets. And as soon as one becomes available, you can be standing in line for one ride and go, I want to go to the other park and ride, Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. Boom, get a pass. So nice. Then you can, just keep going. It was really worth it. It's $10 per person in your party. Totally worth it. It's awesome. It made it so that the first day we were there, we did everything that was available. And we did many of them 2 times in one day. So
Doug is also, not only was he having fun at Disneyland Park, he was also terrorizing the Diz Unplugged guys while he was there. So if you're a fan of Diz Unplugged,
go check that out. Check out my tweets. I tweeted a couple of things about them. Scared Rhino ran out. I was on Main Street, saw him there. I shout out, Rhino! And he jumped. But they were really nice. Chatted with him for a bit. Chatted with him and Craig Williams at the end. The last day I was there, I think it was. Walked back to our hotel. It was really cool. It was really nice to meet those guys. Really fun in the parks. There's a lot of if you are a Disney, Marvel, or Pixar or any of that kind of fan, you go to Disneyland. It's awesome.
All right.
Oh, there was one other thing. Oh. The Void. If you've not heard, The Void is a virtual reality experience, and they have it in many places, not just at Disney. There's one in Vegas, I think, and there's a few scattered around California. Virtual reality experience, awesome. They have one. The one at Disney is a Star Wars one, where you're in like a covert team who breaks into Vader's fortress on Mustafar. It's tons of fun.
Awesome.
Yeah.
There you have it, guys. And again, sorry to the Diz Unplugged guys for terrorizing you. Fanboying all over you.
Yep.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for today's news. Thank you for watching it. If you want to help out, you can like, subscribe, tell your friends about us, help us on our drive for more subscribers.
We're going to get to 5,000 by the end of this year, so share this with your friends.
And if you want to support the channel, you can do so through the links below, buying our t-shirts on Teespring, shopping through our Amazon affiliate link where we get a kickback, no extra cost to you, or directly through Patreon, where you get access to early shows and a bunch of cool stuff just for the patrons. So thank you guys, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.